This is Manjusha Radhakrishnan, Entertainment Editor, Gulf News. I'm here with the review of Mufasa, the Lion King, which is out in UAE cinemas now. Now that it is Christmas and there's a lot of family and festive spirit around, I think this is a great family entertainer. But when I was watching this movie directed by Oscar-winning director Barry Jenkins of Moonlight fame, I often wondered, did the world need another prequel or a sequel? I think 2024 has been a year where Hollywood and Bollywood has been serving us a platter of sequels and prequels that we did not ask for. So one of the questions that I was having while I was watching this very engaging movie was, did we really need to know the backstory of Mufasa, the father of Simba? But here is what I enjoyed about the movie. I think the movie is very enjoyable from a kid's perspective. I went with my twin boys and they really enjoyed it for the simple reason the songs are great, the computer generated graphics are beautiful, it was visually stunning, and that's what really impressed me. And it also gave us an inroad into Mufasa as a child. It's his backstory, so it's a prequel to the 2019 beloved classic The Lion King. So we know all about how Mufasa got separated from his birth parents when a catastrophic flood hit his town, and he gets separated from his birth parents. And then a young prince, now known as Scar, takes him under his wings. They're like brothers. It's wonderful to watch two lions form a kinship, and the camaraderie is very cute to watch. So that's the first half of the movie. The second half is Mufasa realizing that he needs to go find his birth parents, and it's a story about displacement. It's a story about finding your family. And because it's Christmas, I think this movie spoke to us a lot because it's about festival. See, Christmas is all about celebrating with your family. So I think this movie spoke to us in that level. I think it's a perfect time to roll it out. But is it a prequel that the world asked for? I'm not so sure, because is it as good as the original? I'm not so sure, because there were so many eye-catching and iconic moments in the 2019 film. There are not that many in this one. While I enjoyed the vulnerability that Aaron Pierce got into the role of Mufasa, I'm not very sure whether it had those great highs at all. For instance, in the original, we had Circle of Life. You could almost feel the excitement. But in this case, those sporadic moments of greatness are far in between. What I loved about the movie is also the love triangle among lions. I thought that was really sweet. And of course, the comic timings when there was the Meerkat and all of these guys, which are like beloved characters from the original, they make a return to the prequel. And those moments are really worth watching out for. The writing is snappy and the humor and the jokes land. One of the best parts about this movie is that also it humanized the villain in The Lion King. I mean, we know him as Scar, but what was his backstory? There was a lot of vulnerability in Prince Taka. You could see that, you know, he had great love for Mufasa, but later when the rivalry crept in, when the envy crept in, when they started fancying the same lioness, all that humanized the arch villain, and that, I think, was a great win for Mufasa. But the one thing that did not work for me is that the prequel had a lot of lions fighting each other, and many points in the movie, I did not know which clan of lion was fighting which lion. So, and there was a lot of conversation between them, which makes it a bit laborious to watch. It's not as snappy as you would want. But if you're expecting this movie to have the same magic as the original, then you might be a bit disappointed. I've gone with 3 out of 5. For my full review, go to gulfnews.com.